I was 11, I joined the Boy Scouts of America, and I learned a lot of valuable life lessons from them. But the most important one, in my opinion, was their scout motto, which is be prepared. And at the time, I didn't realize that being prepared was really what it was. I was so young, I thought, it's whatever. But when it came to our outdoor activities, which is what Scout's really about, in my opinion, it's a lot of outdoor stuff. So every weekend for Scouts is usually a camping weekend. And in that camping weekend, rain or shine, we would go out to our planned location and we'd rough it out. Now, I learned very quickly that the essentials are called the essentials for a reason. And without those essentials, it can make your weekend go from really great to really crappy really fast. Well, being so young in my early days, I ran into a lot of problems of always forgetting at least one thing that I needed within that camp out that would really turn my weekend into what it should have been rather than what it was. But the one that stuck to me the most was when I didn't pack enough socks. And the reason this stuck to me was because we went on a camping trip in a new location, of course. So what happened is I packed enough socks thinking it was going to be a nice clear weekend, which is what the weather told me. Well, Texas, I'm sure you know how it is, isn't always the nicest. So what should have been a clear weekend ended up turning into one that was raining nonstop. Well, what ended up happening is I ended up having soaked socks, which ended up soaking into my boots, made the inside of my boots soaking. And then to add on to that even more, the ground that we were on was clay. So clay doesn't soak up water. Clay puddles, makes huge puddles, and, well, needless to say, I didn't have wet feet the whole weekend, and I was miserable. So I learned my lesson that I would never be caught off guard, nor would I ever be underprepared ever again. Now, this taught me to be prepared not only in Scouts, but for my life. There was a point where I was applying for a job that I would put on my applications the skills and traits that I had learned in Scouts, as well as all my jobs that I have done, whether related to that job or not. The reason I did this was because it would bring up question, what does this job have to do with what you're applying for? And I would tell the recruiter that this job may be on an opposite spectrum of what that job is, but the skills for that job can be very much related to what I'm applying for. And that right there would show the recruiter that even though two jobs were completely separate, I was able to take my experience from here and apply it to over here to the new one, thus allowing me to just build upon it, giving me a small advantage over the competition that was there. Now, Scouts, again, like I said, taught me all these valuable life lessons, and I will never forget them. I will continue to use all those skills that I learned in Scouts to build not only my reputation, but also further my career and my education. And for that, I'm so thankful. Just remember, always be prepared, because you never know when you're going to need to fix a problem that arises. Thank you.